Hello, friends. So, here we are with the team of Alpha Presidents in yet another episode of Alpha Bytes. Today, we have with us Sonali Khattar. Welcome, Sonali.
Thank you.
Sonali is the president of Rotary Club of Mumbai Mulund South. And on a professional level, Sonali is an academician, a gold medalist from Delhi University with bachelor's in elementary education, and she went on to pursue her master's in psychology. She also holds two postgraduate diplomas, one in educational planning and the other in guidance and counseling. Sonali is presently the head of curriculum and the secondary division at the NAR International School. Wonderful. With over 2 decades of experience in this education industry and having donned several heads of that of a teacher, coordinator, curriculum developer, and now the head of secondary, she prefers to be still addressed as a learner in this field. Well said, Sonali. She's a leader who believes in empowering her team and it takes on any challenges, and that is why her students love her the most. On the Rotary front, she's been a Rotarian for the past 12 years and have been actively involved in various avenues of services in her own club, the Rotary Club of Mumbai Mulund South. She has also been conferred the Rotary International Citation for club services in the year 1920, as well as for the youth service in the year 21-22, besides other awards like being the most innovative project director. Well, interesting. Before we begin, let me ask you, Sonali, what was this about being most innovative project director?
When I became the director for youth services, this was in 2013. We were not doing a lot of projects with our Rotary Club for youth services, and we started off this doing Raila, MIPS, Nuna. So we had this Raila where we brought in the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and we brought in the fact that from mythology what we can learn for future. So we brought in those ideas which can be used for entrepreneurship or wherever they are and whatever they are doing in their studies or when they are working, they can bring in those ideas, and it was a wonderful experience. And from that year onwards, we've been doing wonderful projects. In fact, in the pandemic, we did one which was of all the students who are abroad and they were going through these pandemic woes. So we tried that we bring in local with local, and we had our so that's how my club felt that these are very innovative thoughts which are coming in, and they conferred me with this award.
So, being an educationalist, being a curriculum head, I'm sure innovative ideas have come up and they will surely come up. And now, coming to the formal part of the interview, I'm sure many Rotarians, as well as your club members, would like to know something more than what they actually know about you. So, now, let us look at it. You've been a Rotarian for 12 years, but you've been an academician for over 2 decades.
Yes.
How has joining Rotary affected your approach as an academician, as a teacher, as a head of the department?
Oh, well, I think Rotary, while it gives you roots, it also gives you wings. And it puts you in different situations where you discover so much about yourself. I've become more confident, I've become an orator, I've, also gained that, we can go and talk to anyone from any walk of life to understand, their perspective, which is very different. And I think as an academician, it is very important to give my students that voice, that, your voice can be different from others, but can we also agree to disagree at times? However, keeping our goal in mind, we will have to achieve something and come to a consensus.
Very well said. So you imbibed your Rotary values and ethos into your professional and personal life. Rotary, apart from fellowships, is also all about service and all of that. In that case, say for example, if I give you $50,000 and I tell you, use it for a project which you feel the most, what is it that you would use that $50,000 for?
First of all, I'll be very thankful as a president that you're giving me that donation.
All right,
Second,
it's yours.
there are so many projects that we keep doing. One which is very close to my heart is pediatric heart surgery, and as a club, we are really forging forward to do that. In my year, we are almost now going to be touching 100 pediatric heart
Well,
surgeries,
that's very good.
and I will use it for those 20 lives that I can save with that $50,000 of yours.
Well, very well said. And she has her heart at the right place.
Yes.
Pediatric heart surgeries is what she is. She would use that $50,000 for saving young lives and making them into great citizens.
In fact, Dilip bhai, I want to say something else also here. That we did one pediatric heart surgery, and it was for a child who was 2 months old in 2021. And recently, they celebrated the first birthday. And the father, who did not have a job because of COVID, came back and said that, please take that money back so that you can help another life. So, kind of circle comes back to you and
Oh
how.
yeah, that's really touching. That's really touching. But you know very well, funds are a constraint every which way. You
Absolutely.
either you talk in terms of club or whether you talk in terms of projects.
Yes.
Now, on one end, we want people to come and join the movement, but on the other end, there's a constraint on funds. So, do you think that we should stop or reduce our expenditures on fellowships and divert that money for PR?
No, I don't want to stop fellowship because that's the essence of Rotary, and that's how it binds you and gives you friends for life. But
That
I
gave you the club service citation as well?
yes, definitely. However, I think PR is very important. When you're doing good, I think more people should know that you're doing good and what you're making a difference to the community and the world around, and bringing in those things which as Rotarians we keep doing day in and day out.
Yeah.
So while we are thinking of spending or less on PR, I feel that can we get more people who can just come and be like YouTube influencers, social media people who are known to people. So if they can do the PR for us, like Sonu Sood, who's doing such a great job with PHS for our district. So if we can have those people, I think negativity spreads faster. For positivity, you really need to push.
That's the hard fact of life. And when you're talking of new people, what are your views? A Rotary Club of rich, retired people, would that be a good idea?
Well, I think so, yes, because in our lives, when we live our life, where as a teenager we have a lot of time but no money. As a young adult, we get that money but no time. But as a rich retired person, I have the money, I have the time, I have the connections, and I have the experience. So why not?
And energy?
You know what? Energy comes when you make friends. So if Rotary is one platform which will make friends and the surge to move forward and do something very beautiful and leave a legacy for others.
Wonderfully well said and well defended. Sonali, that was really impromptu. So here we have friends, Sonali Khattar, president of Rotary Club of Mumbai Mulund South, who believes, she has a wonderful way, one of the sentences, a wonderful paradoxical sentence she said that Rotary is a platform which gives you the roots as well as the wings. Well, the roots that bind you together and the wings to fly to help the community at large so that you can discover yourself in that process.
Absolutely.
So wonderfully said, Sonali. And before we part, your message to your friends and your Rotarians.
I feel keep doing good, be empathetic, be compassionate, and keep spreading this as much as possible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sonali.
Thank
And
you so much. It was a pleasure.
same here.